Hello friends, in this video I am going to tell you 10 tips how to concentrate. So let's see all the tips, but make sure that this video is really fruitful for you. All the tips are extremely important for you people. So let's see the first tip. The first is timetable, which is really important that if you want to improve your concentration, your mind will be more concentrated if you have a timetable. So proper timetable is the important thing because it is going to maintain your day-to-day schedule. And make sure that there are two things that you have to keep in mind. First is peak concentration time, because there are some people who get up early, and in the early morning their peak time is early morning, because at that time if they are going to study anything, they can understand better. But some people in the evening they study, and their peak time is that evening time. So make sure that you have to think about your peak time, and then according to that you have to maintain your timetable. Next is think big, start small. This is the most important thing, that when you are going to start the process, starting the schedule that you have maintained, before starting that you have to create a small target, rather than thinking that okay, I'm going to finish up this particular book within 2 days, and at the end of the day you will find out that you have done nothing. So rather than doing that, because after doing so you will be discouraged. So you have to create small targets and then try to achieve, and then try to achieve, because your thinking that you have thought, your dream, that will be achieved by small processes, rather than suddenly you will able to get benefited from that, and you will achieve your dream. So the next tip is sufficient sleep. You must have the sufficient sleep, because after having a good sleep you will be more fresh, and at that time you will able to study better, or even do any particular task in a better way. So according to the research, there are 6 to 8 hours, which 8 hours of sleep. If you will do that much of sleep, then definitely this is sufficient for the person in the whole day. So you have to do the sufficient sleep. Next is right diet. So diet also matters. Whatever you are going to eat, it matters a lot, because this is the type of input that you are giving to yourself, and in response of that, which is called as output, which is like your progress, your performance, your body and body structure, your health, and each and everything is solely dependent on the diet which you are going to eat. So what you have to eat is green vegetables, fruits, nuts, water. Plenty of water you have to drink, so that you will be remain more hydrated. And yes, these are some of the things that you can use in day-to-day life. So what you have to avoid is fried food, which is strictly prohibited from my side, because this is affecting your brain very much. It may be that this is giving you a sudden push, but still, or maybe you are this taste is very much better for you, but still this is not improving your concentration. This is just affecting your concentration. Second is candies, and then after potatoes, white breads, all the stuff you are that I have mentioned, these are really not fruitful. So you have to avoid such type of diet. So yes, you have to keep an eye on the diet that you are going to eat on daily basis. Next is reward yourself. Means for example, you have planned an activity. For example, you are going to finish up one unit. So in between or maybe before that, you have to keep in mind that after finishing this particular thing, I will do my best activity. For example, you will watch a movie, or you are going out for wandering, or maybe you are taking some having some jokes with your friends. So these all stuffs will be done after finishing your task. So this is considered as the reward to yourself. So after rewarding this, your mind will be more concentrated with your task that you have assigned to it. So definitely you have to avoid, you have to reward yourself, because on this basis your concentration will be improved, your mind will be well focused. Next is have a why sheet. So this is one of the things that you have to maintain. So what does why sheet mean? That when sometimes you are going to study, and at the time your concentration is not on your task, rather you are going to think something else, and for a long time you come to the point and then think that okay, I have spent a lot of time by daydreaming, rather than your book which you have in front of. So this type of thinking will be come if you have not a reason for what you are going to study. So you must have a reason that why you have took this book and why you want to study. So all the goals and achievements should be written down on this why sheet, because after doing so you will find out that yes, this is giving you a lot of benefits, because you will be well focused, you will be well concentrated on your task which you are going to perform, because you have some solid reasons of doing so. So this was the fifth tip. This is really important for you. So you have to implement in your day-to-day life, and you have to start from right now. Next is avoid stress. In sometimes you have seen that when exams come, then at that time we remain more stressed. So what we have to think about is we have already a small period of time, but we are already in stress. So if we remain in stress, then definitely we are wasting our time, because if we are going to perform well at that slot of time, then definitely we can do something. So what you have to do is avoid stress, and means that waste time is converted into fruitful time. So you have to convert that time of thinking of the progress and the past experiences, that I haven't done anything else, rather than thinking about, you have to convert this particular time into fruitful way. You have to think about that yes, I can do this, I have this possibility, so I can prepare this topic, and even I can do some other activities through which I can avoid the stress. So you have to try all the approaches which are going to relieve your stress. Next is keep all studying materials. So what does it mean? It means that when you are going to study, make sure that all the stuff that is required for study should be in front of you. It means you have to collect all the things first, means gather all the things, and then keep beside you, so that whenever you will have required, you could able to use from right away, rather than you get disturbed. For example, your scale is not there, so you will search for scale. For example, your pen was not working, you are going to search for another pen. So such type of things actually distract you, so your concentration definitely will be affected by this activity also. So make sure that your studying material must be with you before starting the process, whatever you are performing the activity. Next is clean study space. So this is one of the most important thing, that where you are going to study, the desk and each and everything must be clean, neat and clean, because whenever your environment is neat and clean, then definitely you will be attracted more, and you will definitely be concentrated more. So your study space must be neat and clean and well organized. Next is watch your environment. So sometimes when we try to start the study, and from our surrounding there are some sounds and some other things are coming, and we get distracted. So what we have to do is I am going to suggest to you, there are two things. First is white noise, which is actually a noise. You can download it from the YouTube, and what's the benefit of this is you can use your headphone and on this white noise. So you will you have to listen this noise, and simultaneously you can study. what what is the benefit? You will not be distracted by the external environment. So you can check this white noise on the YouTube right now. Next is off the phone. In the sense, your internet connection should be off at the time when you are going to study, because if internet, there will be any notification on the WhatsApp or any other social media website, definitely you will able to you will try to access those. So in order to avoid that, you have to keep your phone off at the time when you are going to study, because such type of things are going to distract you from what you want to do at that time. So your fruitful time become in a wasteful way. Why? Because you are not focusing on one thing that you have targeted. Next thing is offer namaz with meaning. Means whenever you are going to offer the namaz, make sure that you do it with meaning. Whatever you are reciting, you must know the meaning of that, so that your concentration will be increased. And definitely at that time we are actually directly connected with the God. So if we know the meaning, then we better understand what we are reciting. And we can also do some meditation to increase our concentration, because meditation is also the thing in which we remain silent and just focus on our own body movement, or breathe in and breathe out. So we have to take deep breaths, and by doing so, definitely your concentration power will be improved. So these were the 10 tips. Now we are going to summarize all those tips through which we can become more concentrated. So first is timetable, which is extremely important, and make sure that your timetable, you have to dream big but start from small things. Small things means you should schedule 30 minutes today, and then after try to concentrate 40 minutes tomorrow, and then after 50 minutes, 60 minutes. So then after you will have the stamina of studying 2 hours or 10 hours also. Next is sufficient sleep. Second tip is sufficient sleep. You must have 5 to 6 hours sleep, so that you will be more comfortable, and your concentration power will be improved definitely, because you have got the proper rest. Next is third tip is right diet. Whatever you are giving the input to your body, that is going to reflect in different forms. For example, your health, your concentration, your progress, your performance, each and everything is also dependent on your diet, what you are eating. Is it healthy or not? Next is reward yourself. After achieving some target, you have to reward yourself that yes, I am going outside for wandering for some time. So such type of rewards will motivate you, and you will definitely be concentrated more. Fifth tip is have a why sheet. So this is one of the most important thing that you have to keep in mind, that using a why sheet, you will more focused about your goals and achievements and all. Otherwise your mind will think something else. So you have to maintain a why sheet. I already explained. If you haven't focused on that, try to rewind this video and then watch again. Next is avoid stress. At the end of the college, in the sense when you have the exams, then at that time your stressed mood will definitely affect your study. So just the time which is going to waste, you have to convert it into fruitful time. Next is keep all studying materials. Means whatever you have required at the time of study, you have to keep ready before starting the study, because on the way you should not search the things which you have required, because in this way your concentration will definitely be affected. Next is clean study space. Wherever you are going to study, the space the study space must be neat and clean, because it attracts you, and definitely it also matters that your concentration is also affected by dirty place. Next is, watch your environment where you are studying. You should think about that, is the surrounding of mine is good enough or not. If you are not satisfied with that, you should use white noise and all the stuff. So in this way you can improve your concentration also. And last most is, offer namaz with meaning. I already discussed that if you will offer the namaz with meaning, then definitely your concentration will be more, and because whatever you are going to recite, you will be well focused, and definitely this will improve your performance and improve your concentration particularly. And one more thing is, do meditation, because meditation is also going to improve your concentration. So I think that all those tips are really fruitful for you. If you think that these are fruitful, make sure that you should subscribe this channel and like this video. And if you are thinking that this video is fruitful for your friends, you should share this video with the others. So